Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy AOE the Preacher here, and this is gonna be how to pass the limited part 1 extended. I'm doing the extended version because there's some stuff I left out in my last video that I want to come back and mention. The number one thing is that you guys, in order to pass the limited missions without money, you're gonna need super bases. You're gonna need at least 3 NPC 34s, maybe more, and at least about 40 to 50 factories. Now, I say 50 factories because that's just what I got. However, I did pass it with less before. So, I'd say about 40 factories. A few could be level 4, level 2, but at least 30 or more level 7. For sure, I'd say about 35 or more level 7 and have about 50 factories. I don't know, somewhere around that, guys. And basically what you want to do is hurry up and grab that, because if you don't grab that, you're gonna end up have to spend money. And depending on how well you time your things, guys, you could definitely get a Juggernaut at 100 Commander with 40 factories, 40 to 50. You could definitely get the 100 Commander, but it's all about how you time your quays, guys. So now, at the end of last build event, if you watch my last video, you see I was setting 1,000 art quays in anticipation that the build event would come after 127 hours. But if you look here, that my artilleries are coming out in 60 hours, but this event is about 78 hours. So my timing is off. But that's not a problem for me, guys. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do about that and what I already did. So what I did was, basically, I come and I just canceled. You didn't see me do that in the video, but I canceled my 1,000 art quays. They was also here. It was also there. I had canceled it. It was also there. I canceled it. And basically I canceled it because they were coming out in 60 hours. But the build event is going to come right after this NPC event, and this NPC event is 78 hours. So now let me show you guys. I was telling you guys about predicting before, and I set the 1,000 art quays in anticipation that I'd be right. But as you can see, the build event came way after 125 hours. So what we do is, let me show you guys how I anticipated that, though. We had a build event, we had a player alliance war, then we had this NPC event. You know, right after this it have to be a build, guys. There's no way they're gonna have a player war and an NPC event and then not let you build troops. So that's how you know the build event is coming next. So let's time this. We said this was 78 hours, so it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern on the 6th. So 3 p.m. Eastern on the 7th is 24 hours. 3 p.m. Eastern on the 8th is 48 hours. 3 p.m. Eastern on the 9th is 72 hours. But it ends at 9 p.m., so that's another 6 hours. That's 78. Now, sometimes Gree will start the build event at 12 a.m. on the 10th. But we don't know whether they're going to do that or not. So I'm just going to get ahead and build as if they were going to start the build event on 3 p.m. on the 10th. So we're going to add those hours. So I would say that's about 16 hours to 3 p.m. on the 10th. And then the limited missions never start when the events start. So you want to even give yourself 2 hours after you time the event start. So we said the event should start 16 hours after 9 p.m. right? So now we want to give 2 more hours. That's 18 hours. 18 hours plus 78 hours, the duration of this event, is 96 hours. Now, let me tell you guys where I made the mistake. That's 96 hours. Now, me, I like to give myself even extra time. So I set my quays for 100 hours. This one was 101 hours And, I mean, this was 100 hours and 40 minutes. This was 101 hours and 30 minutes. But now you see the time already passed. But let me tell you where I messed up. When I canceled and set these quays at first, it was only around 1 p.m. But right now it's 2 p.m. So I didn't add that extra hour. Remember, this event starts at 3, and we calculated 96 hours, but we got to remember to look at the time now. So it's 2 p.m. So I got to remember it's 97 hours now that I'm anticipating. So now all of my stuff right here that I set is coming out, I think an hour or two earlier than I expected, but that's okay, guys. It doesn't even matter. So now I'm going to set this one for 101 hours and 30 minutes. Because you saw, and I set that for 101 hours and 30 minutes because that's already at 100 hours and 50 minutes. So you want to give yourself some time to actually claim the rewards. And I'm going to show you guys why in part 2. So you see that coming out in 59 hours. We're going to cancel that. And set this up for 102 hours. Alright. You can see 60. Cancel that. And basically, guys, it's not even a bad thing that you have to cancel these art quays. I mean, even though you don't get your full resources back, it's still a way of storing resources. So say like if you didn't store these 1,000 art quays or whatever, and you left your oil or whatever full and you never set it or whatever, building, you know, you'd end up have to spend on resources during the event in order to set your factories because you wouldn't have enough resources. So actually setting these 1,000 art quays is a way of saving resources for you. It's like a bank almost. And think of the little bit that you lose as a little bank fee because you get most of your resources back. Also, guys, time is something that's invaluable in this game. Time is invaluable. So you see, you want to get these builds started days ahead. It's no way that you're going to pass a limited mission or at least 2 limited missions in one build event without building days ahead of time, guys. Time is invaluable. You have to use it wisely. Because it costs big money to speed up time. And if you play the game, you guys should know that. So let me see, that's 59 hours here. Someone told me they don't have arts yet. They wanted me to do a video on hawks and hammerheads and all of that. Right now, I'm not doing that. You have to time that time in on your own. I mean, I'm past that, so I don't see why would I build hammerhead. I don't even usually use short range. I mean, I'm building short range for one of my little fans that I'm going to teach a lesson, but just to build short, it wouldn't make sense, man. If you don't have arch yet and you need to use hooks or hammerheads, I mean, you just do the same thing I'm doing, but make sure your timing is right. Set those 1,000 hook quays after the build event. If the build event comes before your hooks come out, you know to cancel them, quay them so that they do come out during the event. If it come after your hooks supposed to come out, you know to cancel your hooks, requay them to come when the event comes out. However it either goes, whether it's hooks, hammerheads, whatever it is you're building. But me, I'm doing the art. I can't go back to the hooks and the hammerheads and stuff right now, at least. So there's that, guys. So also, let me tell you guys the time frame. So let's figure like this. If the event, we said the limited should start in about 18 hours, right? I mean, in about 118 hours, the limited mission should start. So you know you got a 24-hour window, but you don't want to use that 24-hour window between 118 and 140 and 142. You want to try to complete that first mission within the first 10 hours that you expect it to be on. So basically what I mean by that is, if we figure the limited mission is going to start in 118 hours, we want to set all of our quays to finish within 128 hours. Basically, you want to finish that first limited mission within the first 10 hours, because you want to start resetting your quays for the next part of the build event. Basically, the second limited missions, you only need about 48 hours of build time through all your factories to complete it. So that's that. So you want to try to, like I said, guys, the limited should be starting in 118 hours. You want to make sure that all your quays in between 118 and 128 hours. I think that's pretty much it, guys. And just get prepared. And remember, guys, you need super bases to pass this. You need super bases to pass this without money. And I'm going to be putting up the how to cap the super bases very soon. So it's your boy AOE the Preacher, man. I think I covered everything that I missed last time. This is how to pass limited missions part 1 extended. It's your boy the Preacher, man. Peace.